Central Bobcats are in overtime, and we're showing you plays as they roll in. Here's the first play from the half. Just a little pass here. Oh, makes it about a 3-yard gain on that one. Moving on here. We're going to keep this rolling. This is coming in. This will make it second and about 10. Makes the handoff, tries to do the long ball. Is he going to get in? He hangs on to it, but they're saying he's out of bounds. Going to keep on rolling. Third down for Central. Third and long for the Bobcats here. This is
no cameras down there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Tyler Hill keeper, but nowhere to go. That's third down, and that's going to bring up fourth and about 10. It's overtime. It's do or die. What will the Central Bobcats do? Looks like they're going to go for it. Fourth and 11. It looks like that marker James is just a little bit behind the sticks. Yeah, just about 11. Yep, 11 yards here. RPO action. Dump off right there. Going to get the first down, and he's going to get it all the way to about the 9.
We did see Jacob English and Jacoby Yates go out with injuries.
Right, at the end of, as the game ended, Jacob English did go out with an injury. He has not returned to the game, so this overtime has missed a few key players for the Bobcats. Here we go. Handoff, fakes it, but he's going to get sacked in the backfield. He actually gets it away. So that's going to make it second and 10, ball on the 10-yard. All right, got doubles here. He's got to put it back to the left, takes a snap, takes it off running for it himself. And he's going to be, makes one miss. And going to get out of bounds at about the 8. So third and 8 here for the Bobcats. Let's see if they can get it in. Going to take a second, going to change the play up front. So far we got doubles on each side. We're running back to the left. Takes a snap. This is a QB run the whole way. He's taking it, goes left, and gets tackled at about, I don't know, what do you say, James, about the 6-yard line?
Yeah, right in that area there.
All right, and we'll keep you guys updated as soon as these plays roll in. We will get it back at it. Until then,
we actually have an update.
Oh, we do?
Central kicked a field goal, 38-35 Central, but it's overtime, so Abilene Cooper gets the ball.
This is
the first play of Abilene Cooper's their try for
okay.
quarterback's changing it up, doesn't like what he sees. Central's adjusting as well.
Second play's going to be about second and 5 at the 20-yard line.
He's going to fake the handoff, and Central's going to growl in the backfield and try to get what he can. Hey, try to get what you can. Go back. Hey, you can always play another down. Just get what you can and reset your down. Oh, no.
So the third roll change. All right, 38-35. Remember, Abilene Cooper, if they score a touchdown, they win. And Bobcats knows this is an overtime play right here. Running backs to the right. We got two receivers on the right side with a tight end over there. It's a pass all the way. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it deep. Finds his man. That's going to be a touchdown for Abilene Cooper. They take this one. Bobcats lose.
How do you let that guy get past you? He ran right in front of your corner.
Oh my goodness.
How do you let that happen?
Let's take a look at that one more time.
No deep. He did have a deep.
Yeah, one safety over the top, but I mean, he just splits them. He shakes it right. They lose him in the back right there. And that's it for the Bobcats.
41-38.
Oh, James.
Abilene Cooper.
What a barn burner, dog.
I don't know why Central plays down to their competition. I thought they should have won this one, 38-0.
Oh, man,
They were that good. I thought they were going to be running all up and down Cooper, and Cooper just showed up.
That's really crazy, dude, because you know, everyone was like, okay, this is a perfect chance for the Bobcats to come on out there and make a statement win. They had a lot of doubt and a lot of haters out there. You know, I was one of them. I didn't pick them. And it looks like, you know, I was right. The thing with the Bobcats is if you keep doing this, you know, score, we're just going to score. Who cares about this defense? Let's just score. This is the type of opportunities you set yourself up for, just like you did against El Paso, just like you did against Clee Shoemaker. You're just putting yourself in opportunities for yourself to lose games instead of playing defense and getting yourself to win games. That's at least how I see it.
And we've seen that their defense has moments where they show flashes, but I mean they had their first score of the game was Johnson, you know, picking it off, running back pick 6.
Yeah.
So your defense can play. I mean, we saw them, you know, corral the guy in the backfield. Why, you know, I mean, miscommunication obviously between the corner and safety on their whose man that was, but corner was closest man, and he gave up the score.
But another thing with that is, James, you know, just because you can make those big defensive plays, there's more to a defense.
Yeah, no, you got to string those flashes together.
It's exactly right. You got to win first and second down. Exactly. Just like that last thing we saw. What, you know, you said, oh, this is the first play from that second half. Well, no, because it was the second play. Because that first play, they got 5 yards. I mean, it's just like that. It's losing first downs, and then you're giving yourself up to the long plays down the field.
That's kind of like what Coach Guy said. Last, you know, you try to get in your favorable positions. You try to be 2nd and 5, you know, 3rd and short. When that doesn't happen, you go to different plays in your playbook, and you're taking more of a risk, and you come up short in those games.
Exactly, because, you know, it takes a lot for a defense to sit there and take it all game. And if you're not used to having to buckle it up, having to really you know, barrel down the hatches, use the Angelo bolt to, you know, bolt down, then, you know, sometimes you're going to be on the losing end of that stick.
Yeah, no, it's a disappointment for sure. We're going to see, maybe we can get a Coach Crane interview after this game.
Yeah, for at least
I wouldn't want to talk to anybody.
We're going to get Ryan Chadwick. But either way, yeah, Ryan Chadwick's at the game, so we should be able to get something from him pretty quickly.
How about we're going to go to some other games?
Yeah. In the meantime, let's go ahead and go to some other games. Let's go ahead and start with the Wallhawks. They did finish their game first, so we might as well do them first.
We are going
James,
east.
Let's go ahead and take it over. We're going to start from the very beginning instead of the halftime point. We're going to start from the very beginning, so take it away.
All right. They get stuffed on 2 plays. I thought they crossed the second time, but Jim Ned defense buckles down. Garrett Guy gets the run twice, doesn't get in. Second time, though, quarterback called the snap, tried to take it in. I thought he scored. Refs didn't. Jim Ned ball. Glidewell, finds Colt Lindsay on the near sideline for the first down. Back to wall ball. Dane Reynolds comes around the end for about a 5-yard gain. Gets tackled. Just a swarm of Indians. Here you go. You got Gunnar Dillard launching it downfield for Canyon McCade. Incomplete, but you get a penalty. Awful kick before halftime, 0-0. Here you go, after halftime, Wall's kick. This is 3-0 Wall. Finally on the board with 3 points. But we knew this game was going to be a dogfight all throughout. Here's the kickoff. Kickoff goes to number 11, Gray Beasley. Around the end, look at 15, finishes block there. Gets a good return to about 40. Here you go. Here's the first mistake of the game. Throws it across the middle. Gets picked off, but it's coming back due to some extra blocking by Wall. Here you go. Jim Ned ball. Hands it off to Braden Shipman, who gets past that first line of Hawks. Gets tackled by Nathan Pepper and Matthew Stein. I'm sorry. Here you go. Rolls out. Launches it for number 9, Troy Doran. Catches it. Great catch. You know, they know they have to move the ball quick. Here you go. Glidewell again. Rolls out. Gets sacked by number 55. Dylan Gidney and Justin Allen. Here you go. Coming back out. Throws it. Picked off by number 32, William Shearer. End of ball game. Wallhawks win 3-0. We knew it was going to be a fight. We knew these teams hate losing to each other. if you're disappointed with 3-0, you don't know Wall and Jim Ned.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would want from those two guys. You know, they want to just smash each other in the face. They don't want to score a lot of points. They want to play defense. You know, we were talking about the Bobcats loss, and, you know, they're kind of on the opposite end of the stick where they want to score all these points. Well, on the Wall side and Jim Ned's side, they're on the other side. And, you know, sometimes you need to live your life in the middle of things. And with these three teams, I guess, you know, they want to live it on the extremes. I don't want to score a lot of points. I want to play a lot of defense, or I want to score a lot of points and I don't want to play a lot of defense. Either way, you know, there's methods to this madness, and you can see the Wall Hawks, who are undefeated still. No, they lost last week. 2-1 now, but they just won a big time game against Jim Ned, 3-0.
Yeah, you know, when Wall wants to control the entire game, so does Jim Ned. Jim Ned has a bunch of injuries. I'm sure if those guys came back from injuries, it'd be a different story tonight. You know, they've got, both teams have something to work. I think Jim Ned might be the best 0-3 team in the state right now, because they've got injured guys that will come back. No cupcakes on Matt Fanning's schedule. Hawley the first week, they're a great team. Holiday the second week, they're a great team. Walt is obviously a good team year in and year out with Coach Guy there. Always has his guys prepared. You can't really hang your head on this one. It's a great game, and Walt pulled it out, and happy for those guys.
All right, well, before we move into our next game, I just want to give a quick shout-out to the Autoplex and All-American Chevrolet. Go see those guys today. They have the new 2022 Equinoxes that can be have a 1.9 APR for well-qualified buyers. It's the fun place to buy a car, so go ahead and see them. They got plenty of inventory on the lot, and they do great trade-in value, so go see them. All-American Chevrolet, that's over there by 6th and Bryant, right there on just south of the loop there. Go see them. Also, another sponsor that we want to shout out is Double Dave's Pizza. Double Dave's Pizza of the Month. This month is their Nashville chicken. It's got crispy thin crust with ranch, Nashville hot sauce, boneless wings, red onions, cheddar, mozzarella, and bread and butter pickles. You go see the fam at Double Dave's Pizza Works at Southwest Plaza Shopping Center at 3526 Knickerbocker Road, or just give them a shout at 325-947-3283. All right, James. So let's keep this thing moving. We had another game, and we can just let the man talk for himself. Ernesto Rodriguez was at San Angelo Stadium today to watch Lakeview take on the Vernon Lions. Let's see what happened in this one.
It's 2nd down and 1 here. Vernon has it. Started the second quarter. Hands off to his man, and looks like he got in. 4th and 15. Currently up 6-0. The extra point was blocked on the last time when they tried for that after they scored the touchdown. The kick is up, and it's good. 9-0 is your score with 8.5 to go. 3rd and goal with less than 2 minutes to go here. Vernon is at the 2. Hands it off to his man, and he has made it in for the touchdown. 3rd and 22. Trying to make something happen here as they trail 16-0 here at home against the Vernon Lions. Quarterback takes a shot, and his guy catches it, and he gets in for the touchdown. Minutes to go. Should be 3rd and 1 at the 7-yard line. Vernon has it. Working on trying to get another score where they can convert this down. And he just runs into the end zone. And Vernon's up now 22-6. Has it back with 56 seconds to go at their own 44-yard line after they just recovered an onside kick. Quarterback drops it, takes a shot, intercepted by Vernon. And that should do it, as the Lakeview Chiefs have no timeouts, and all Vernon will have to do is run more play, and this game is over.
All right, well, that was Ernesto kind of giving his little play-by-play on what kind of happened throughout the game. As you can see, the Lakeview Chiefs did come up short tonight at homecoming, but let's go back to Ernesto. Ernesto, how was the game? And just kind of give me your full wrap on what happened.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Ernesto live at the San Angelo Stadium as the Chiefs fell to the Vernon Lions 23-12. It was a hard-fought game for the Chiefs. They were down 16-0 at the half and just really never were able to find the momentum to get ahead until you're looking at the last 6 minutes of the game where they were able to get the momentum going, but most of that was probably Vernon just kind of giving up the yardage as they were already out of timeouts. They were burned all their timeouts right before they got really low in the fourth quarter, but it was a hard-fought game by the Chiefs. They did suffer an injury at the end of the first half, but at the same time, both of these teams played really well tonight, except Lakeview did not get on that winning side as they were hoping to go 3-0. So now Vernon is 3-0. The Lakeview Chiefs are going to be 2-1. So right now, as it stands, the game is over. It was homecoming tonight, so the fans were hoping for a win, of course, as always. But 23-12 is a final. Lakeview did try to come back. They ended up with an onside kick recovery, and then after that, their first play right from the scrimmage with 56 seconds to go was an interception, which pretty much ended the game with no teams having timeouts. So that's how it ended. It was a good game. It was hard fought, but Lakeview just did not manage to come out on top.
All right, you heard it there. That's pretty much the stone cold truth about it. Lakeview, they came out and weren't able to get the job done. Not that they didn't try to make it happen, but they did. Unfortunately, the Vernon Lions were just a little bit stronger in that one tonight. Okay, James, let's go ahead and just run through some of these scores to keep everybody updated on what we got going. We're going to start with Burnett and Brownwood. Take it over.
Brownwood pulling it out 33-20. That's the final score. Comanche Early 49-40, fourth quarter. Reagan County Crane 16-6, that's the final. Forsan Stanton 34-14, final. Forsan wins. Wink Alpine 56-0. Wink's got a good team. They have a pretty good team in and out up there a week. Friendship over Lubbock Monterey 39-26. Friendship, that's the final. Big Spring over Monahans 24-20. Coleman over Brady. Them Coleman kids can play football, can't they? 56-24 final.
Especially this year, they've been.
And they're in a tough district with Hawley and Cisco. That's going to be a really good, district to watch. McCamey over Rock Springs 28-22 final.
All right, James, I'm going to come back to you. It looks like we may have some updates from.
We got updates
Central?
from Central. We got some updates.
Joe, can you hear us?
We got Joe Hyde from.
Hey, Chadwick, can you hear us?
Oh.
Yes, I can. What's up, guys?
Okay, perfect. All right, Chadwick. Hey, nice to see you. This is week 3. We finally got all our kinks out. It looks like we got a Zoom link working. So, Ryan, it's good to see you.
That's what I'm talking about.
First of all, how was the game? I know that things ended badly, but let's talk positive first. What were some of the positive things that you saw from the Bobcats tonight?
I'd say the most positive thing was the Bobcats were down 15 points in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left, and they came back and tied it, right? They're continuing to click on offense. It seems like in just the second half this year alone, the defense knows how to play ball, right? Because, again, they only allowed 7 points in the second half. This is about the second time they've done that this season. They also did this against Clean Shoemaker. So, special teams scored another touchdown. Defense scored a touchdown tonight. Tyler Hiltz had some really, really pretty balls in the air. Jacob English looked electric when he had the ball in his hands. Jacoby Yates was great on the punt return tonight. It was good.
Man, Chadwick, Central came up short. What would you say happened to Central? They should have run away with this game. What do you think happened to Central in this game?
Well, when you say run away, I don't think we can detract away from the fact that Abilene Cooper is a good football team. They are an Abilene school, and so they're going to have the athletes that show up every week, right? Now, penalties really killed the Bobcats this week. Just on offensive alone, they had more than 10. Holding, illegal formation, just basically stuff that is part of your due diligence that you do day in and day out at practice.
Chadwick, I don't
I
want to
can tell
interrupt you,
nerves
but-
got to him a little bit at the end of the game, but like penalties was the big problem.
Yeah, Jack, I don't want to interrupt you, but I know one of those penalties happened late in the game, and that was a offensive head-to-head. I think I might have lost you.
No, I hear you.
Okay. I lost
we
your
just lost
video, but
video.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but Tyler Hill
What
had,
what I was asking you was at the end of the game where they looked like the Bobcats were going to score and go up. They ended up getting a helmet-to-helmet call on the offense. Kind of explain what happened there. Did you see that play?
I did, and that's just something that UIL and UIL, NCAA, and the NFL are trying to take out of the game right now. Basically, it was a crackback block that a receiver threw for Tyler Hill off the edge.
Right.
It technically was a blindside,
That's what
and while not purely illegal in the terms of the UIL, you gotta lead with your shoulder and then basically hug them and hope that the ref likes you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And
I could have seen that going either way. It wasn't egregious.
Right.
That's the kind of crew it was tonight. So like I said, not to talk bad about any of the refs. There's just a whole lot of laundry.
All right.
all right.
Chadwick, one last question I got for you. It seems to me that the Bobcats this year's identity, and I think we kind of can get a hold of that identity now by week 3. I think it's this. I think it's, worry about defense later. Let's see if we can score, be the last one to score. That's what it's been in these first 3 games. What is kind of the mindset going over there when it's like, yeah, we can do that, but at the same time, we're putting ourselves in position to lose the game at the last minute as well?
I mean, it's a Big 12, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, air raid all the way, right? No, I'm sure Coach Crane and the rest of the Bobcats want to play a little bit better on the defensive side of the ball. But to the defense's credit, they are out there a lot. Because the Bobcats offense plays with tempo, because they're trying to run so many plays, they're going quick the entire time. If you get a couple of incompletions in a row, the offense is on the field for a good 45 seconds, and now the defense comes trotting right back out. So the defense will get better at this as the season goes on because they're going to be more conditioned, and they're not going to get as tired as quickly, right? You could tell at the end of the first half, the defense was sucking wind. That's why they allowed that 70-yard, run. That if that wouldn't have happened, Bobcats would have won tonight. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those. This is what the non-district is for. Ultimately, the final record doesn't matter at the end of the day. It just matters how the Bobcats perform in district. So it looks like they're working out kinks right now. This is still the team continues to get better week in and week out. It's a progression, right? That's what I always say about the Bobcats. I want to see growth. I want to see positive growth.
Right.
So with that being said, Bobcats lost tonight, but I'm proud of them.
All right. Well, Chadwick, we really appreciate you. Is there anything else that you want to say before you go?
Seriously, though, just hats off to Coach Crane and the rest of the Bobcats. I know an overtime loss is heartbreaking, but y'all will pick yourselves up. Like, y'all played amazing tonight. It was back and forth. Y'all didn't quit. There was a lot of fight. And, not only that, but it was just an entertaining game. Every single game this season has come down to the wire. Stressing me out. I need y'all to chill and just blow somebody out, okay?
All right. Well, that was Ryan Chadwick. Thanks, Chadwick, as always. We be looking for his write-up. It's going to be coming out pretty quick. He's going to have everything. I mean, this was just a little bit of the knowledge that he has on the Bobcats. He's going to spit out a lot more out there later on tonight. Go ahead. Do not forget to check out that write-up. It'll be on SanAngeloLive.com. Ryan, until next week, we appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, y'all be safe coming home.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
All right, that was Ryan Chadwick. James, are you ready to get back into scores? Let's do one last scores wrap-up and figure it out, maybe call it a night. What does it say?
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's start with Comanche and early 49-40. Comanche took that one. Burnett, Brownwood 33-20. Brownwood Lions, Reagan County Crane 16-6 Reagan County. Forsan and Stanton 34-14. Stanton wins that one. Wink and Alpine, big blowout there. Wink 56, Alpine 0. Friendship Tigers take on Lubbock Monterey 39-26. The Tigers win that one. Big Springs and Monahans 24-20. That was a close one there, but the Big Springs, the Longhorns, they ended up winning that one. Coleman and Brady 56-24. Coleman wins. Rock Springs and McCamey, another close one there, 28-22 McCamey. Midland Legacy versus Abilene High. Oh man, this was a big game for Legacy, 56-20. They win that one. TLCA versus Winners. We've been watching this one all night long. It's been really close. Halftime was 22-22. It ends up being final with 36-34 Winners. Klondike, Lorraine, 60-40. Lorraine wins this one. Sterling City and Abilene TLC 83-19 TLCA.
You got Stanford over Ballinger, 32-14. End of the game. Westbrook over Rankin, 59-58. That
1 point.
Westbrook was a good team last year.
Yeah, one state.
Yep. All right, Bront over Veribus. There you go, Matt. 35-12. I bet that's final. Trent over Harold. 78-33.
Yeah, I bet the majority of these games will be final.
Sonora over El Dorado. That was one of our other games. 24-7 final. Robert Lee over Baird. 48-36. Mason over Ozona. 42-7. Got a good team there in Mason. Albany over Seymour. 27-13. Hamlin over Crosbyton. 33-0. Lubbock Estacado. Amarillo Paladuro. 31-20. Paladuro takes it.
All right, Claude and Borden County, 59-20. Borden County takes that one. Blackwell and Highland. Oh, man, Blackwell just fell short in this one. 52-32, Highland. Odessa Compass Charter Academy beats Ira Andonite 14-13. Cristobal beats Colorado City 26-7. Lakeview and Vernon, this was Lakeview's homecoming, but they came short. They came out short, 23-12. Vernon takes that. Andrews, Midland Greenwood, 26-10. Andrews. High Carroll and Cross Plains, 33-7. Cross Plains. Amarillo Tascosa versus Odessa Permian. Remember, Tascosa blew out Midland Legacy last week. This week, not the case. Odessa Permian, 13. Amarillo Tascosa, 12. Bangs 53-6 against Grape Creek. Aspermont and Moran 56-8 Aspermont. Junction D'Hanis 21-6 D'Hanis. Miles in Water Valley. Miles wins big 56-0.
Sanderson over Sands 44-28. Wall Jim Ned 3-0 Wall. Blanket over Eden 50-0. Rochelle over Paint Rock 51-6. That's the final. Garden City 61 over Trinity 0. Erie County blanked Roby 57-0. Roscoe over Midland TLC 2-0.
We may need to have
that
a
was
score
yeah that
check
might have
on
been
that.
it might have just been a forfeit game. I mean, Crest over Grady 72-22. Rising Star over Morgan 44-18. Keller Odessa 49-21 Keller. Amarillo over Midland 27-8.
And that's going to be it. Yep.
That's it for our scores.
That's it. I mean, that's a pretty good night of scores. I think I went 3-2. I think you went 3-2 as well.
I went 3-2.
All right.
Yeah.
Looks like, we had a pretty decent week. As long as we can come out positive and be right about some things, that's what really matters.
Right. No, you're right. It's got to be disappointing for Central. Central.
Yeah. Let's kind of get our last thoughts. Let's kind of get them. James, you want to go first? What is your last thought of the night tonight?
I want to talk about Jim Ned and Matt Fanning. We kind of had a little stand-up with Matt Fanning at the end of the game. He just gave the most Matt Fanning answers you can think of.
And we can show. Let's go ahead and show.
Let's go ahead and show it.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel about today's game? How do you think it went?
Well, we came up short, so I don't feel real good about it. We left some things on the field we should have done better. It was a very winnable ball game. I did see great fight from our kids defensively. I saw some young guys stepping into some leadership roles as far as their effort and their physicality. We got a lot of guys banged up. We got a lot of guys step up, do some good things. We got things to build on.
Of course. Do you have any plans for improving your team in future games, helping out, trying to get back into it?
Yeah, we'll work on that tomorrow.
Of course. Is there any finishing comments you have?
We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there.
There you go. You have it from the man himself, Matt Fanning. Got my respect. You're not playing gimme teams. You're playing tough teams. Your team is beat up. You got young guys and experienced guys playing for you. If you've met the guy, he's a great person, and they hate losing there in Jim Ned. They hate losing to Wall. Wall hates losing to them. And a 3-0 game is about as close as it gets. Shout out to the Hawks. Congratulations. Your team came together, played well, and and they're going to get back. Brock is 0-3 this year. So Jim Ned's going to get back. They're going to get guys healthy, and they're going to play well down the stretch. This is pre-district. Get those guys back before district, and you're going to have a really good team there in Tuscola.
All right, before I get to my final thought of the night, I just want to go ahead and shout out all of our advertisers, including All-American Chevrolet and the Autoplex. Go down there, get you a nice new trade-in on a brand new car. It would really help us out and help them out, too, and it'll help you out because, everybody needs a new ride every once in a while. Also, want to shout out to Angelo Bolt. If you need any kind of fasteners or fixings or bolts or any kind of hardware, just go down to Angelo Bolt and Industrial Supply. Another one, Edward Jones. They're the sponsor of our scores page. We want to give them a big shout-out. Without them, you wouldn't know what the score was. I wouldn't know what the score was, and we wouldn't be here today. Another one, Double Dave's Pizza. Shout out to those guys. Go check them out in the little Southwest Plaza over there off of Knickerbocker and Sunset. Some of the best pizza in town. I'm not even lying. And for our last one, it is Thiemann Investments, and they want to give you this message.
I've always known that I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to help students maximize their potential. It's something that I'm good at. But planning for my financial freedom, that's something I leave for a professional. That's why I chose to team up with the advisors at Thiemann Investments. They not only understand me and my goals, but they understand the market, what's important now and in the future. They provided world-class advice right where I am, here in West Texas. Connect with Thiemann Investments to visualize your financial dreams.
All right, visualize your financial dreams. And now it's time for my final thought of the night. My final thought of the night is going to come with the Bobcats. I've said it once, I've said it twice tonight. I think right now it is almost about time to go back to the drawing boards when you talk about the Central Bobcats. This team is full of offensive firepower, but they are awful on defense. I mean, they're playing their games as if, we're just going to say that if we score last, we will win the game. And so far, that's how their season is planned out. They scored last against El Paso Montwood. They win. Other than that, they have lost every other matchup so far. And in my opinion, that would be because of the defense. And there's a bunch of things that they got to fix. A lot of it is the secondary. They got to quit missing reads right there. They can't get, like the last play, they can't get split and they can't let someone behind you. Also, even the front seven, a little more pressure could do a lot. But that is probably the strong suit of their defense is that front seven. But at the same time, it's not saying a lot when you're giving up over 30 points a game. So my final thought of the night is if the Central Bobcats do not figure out this defense, they are going to miss the playoffs. And James, I am serious as sin about that. They got to figure it out, or it may be the end of the Bobcats. You got anything else, James?
You're right. Central can't go in 14, 21 points down at the half and then have to fight out of it. And your defense is out there, and they're wearing out your defense. You're not going to win a lot of games doing that. No. You're not going to win a lot of games doing that. So.
Definitely not. All right, James. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Shout out to the Sonora Broncos.
Oh God.
You won. Congratulations. I'll talk to Coach Weston later on in the week. We'll have a little write up on them.
Perfect.
Because this was a rivalry game between Sonora and they're 18 miles apart, probably school to school there. So they don't like each other. So.
All right, if you guys want to check out any of the highlights that you may have missed, go ahead and rewatch this show, rewatch our halftime, rewatch our pregame show. Remember, Cover 1 hits you every Friday at 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 10 o'clock right here on SanAngeloLive.com, on our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, on our website, even our Cover 1 Facebook. Go check that out as well. We will have more sports coming up throughout the week. Don't forget to go read Chadwick's write-up on the Bobcat game, and just check our socials because we're going to be feeding out some of these clips as the night progresses. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all of our sponsors, for James Bellini and for me, for Yantis and Judy in our scores table, for all of our stringers, Ernesto, Joe Hyde, Ryan Chadwick, Isaiah Garza, Jake Rollin. We want to thank all you guys too. But for San Angelo Live and the Cover 1 crew, we're done, and we will see you next week.